Hello there.
Hello there.
And welcome to Corellian Chinwag. My name's Jamie.
My name is Shaun.
And this is our little weekly catch-up, a little roundup, a little peek behind the curtain.
Oh, you messed up your own tagline there.
Man,
Do it all again. Rewind.
We're not rewinding.
No.
No.
We're troopers to
We
the
just
cold.
roll with it. If you've come here for perfection,
Go somewhere else.
go somewhere else. Please kindly F off.
Download us first, so we get the downloads, and then kindly leave.
Thank you for choosing us. We know there's plenty of other options out there.
Yeah, other podcasts are available. But yeah, no, this is good. This is good. Speaking of podcasts, I haven't checked the old download thing in a little while.
No, we
We'll
can have a
check
look at
that
this after. Yeah.
after maybe we should. It's just popped into me little heads.
Yeah, we can check that out for sure.
Yeah.
That's it. So yes, this is our little Friday episode. We have a little catch up. We see what we've been up to for the last week-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not really recording week to week. So yeah, a little bit of nonsense smithery, a little bit of smack and cheese.
Put in that baked oven in bake tray in the oven.
You
I messed it
you
right
lost
up.
confidence in yourself,
I did,
right
yeah.
there.
Oh dear me. Yeah. Anyway, yes. So, but actually, let's start with you because it's only been a couple of days since we recorded the last one.
Yeah. So what was it? We were Saturday, weren't we?
Yeah.
That we
Now
recorded,
it's Monday.
and now we're Monday. So yes, we have not done very much.
No.
How? Yeah, I'm still watching The Boys.
Yeah. Enjoying it still.
The Boys.
The boys.
Yes, loving it. And I'm in series 2.
Already.
Already. When did I start? Last Monday, Tuesday, something like that.
Oh, so you have watched a week of.
So I've had a week, but that's 10. Well, I think what am I, third or fourth episode? So I've probably done about 13, 14 hours of The Boys.
Yes, that boys.
Which I think is a lot of telly for me.
It's a lot of telly when you think about 13 hours of 1 week.
Yeah.
In a working week with kiddies as well, and stuff like that.
I'm surprised I've watched so many, but I actually, and I never normally do this, I did binge like 2 or 3 episodes at a time.
Good.
And I really don't do that normally because not when I'm by myself.
Yeah.
And yes, absolutely loving it. It is superb. It is weird as you like.
Yeah.
It's got some crazy shenanigans going on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I told you it's a whirlwind, and what Amazon can get away with is absolutely crazy. It's series 2. Yeah, they go to the, is it, no. What's the start of series 2? What's the opener?
I don't really want to spoil it because it's all spoilers, isn't it?
Oh, I guess, yeah. All right, don't tell me. I'll have a little refresh later on.
Yeah, we'll
talk about it.
We'll talk about specifics.
Yeah.
Something else I'll talk to you about afterwards is it ruined my dream last night because of things I'd seen in it.
And then it jumped into your brain.
Infected my brain.
That happens, yeah. Amazon Prime's good. Really good. Do you see what I mean about how it's not Disney Marvel sort of superheroes? No. It's very much media runs superheroes.
Yeah, it's very reflective of the real world in the sense that it turns everything into an asset. And I think at one point one of the characters says along the lines of they're not in the superhero business.
Yeah.
Even though everything they promote is superhero, they're in some other business.
Yeah, money or something.
But the superheroes are there because they're a pharmaceuticals company.
Yeah,
that's what they are.
Yeah.
They're not a superhero company. They just happen to use superheroes to promote.
Yeah, their
druggies.
Product.
Yeah,
absolute load of druggies. Yeah, and then once you finish that, you got to watch the V. Is it V School or V High?
Yeah, there was something else there I spotted. Yeah,
that is pretty good. That is pretty good, and it does tie in.
Oh, okay.
So, even though you thought it was a spin-off, they've actually gone, it's canon. which is really nice.
That's good. Yeah. Some extra depth to the story, as if it needs any more.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I think I've seen enough depth.
You wait till the first episode of series 3, because that blew my mind to the point where I think I had to pause the telly and message Matt and go, I can't believe what I've just watched.
I've seen pictures of it.
Yeah.
That became a meme quite quickly, I think. And so I did see that at the time, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Let's just say Ant-Man and Thanos vibes.
Yeah, so I've really enjoyed that. Really, really good. Recommend massively. I haven't found an episode I didn't like yet.
Yeah, there's never... It's quite good in that they might have episodes which aren't as full on action.
Yeah.
But there's still enough going on in there so that even if it's more talky and a little more politics, it's still at the point where you're like, it's still gritty and enjoyable. Not like an episode of, let's throw one in there, House of Cards. Now, I really liked that back in the day.
I've never seen it.
It's about the presidential elects and stuff like that. Kevin Spacey back in the day, before all this sort of stuff kicked off. That was very political, and a lot of talking, and a lot of watching people in meetings.
Yeah.
But because it was quite gritty, you could sit through it. And I think the same about the boys in the episodes where they're doing filler episodes, where you need to learn stuff. It's still gritty enough for you to go, oh, that's disgusting, but I'm going to remember that now. and stuff like that. Yeah. It's... I'm really glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I probably should have got into it sooner. But... I'm glad I'm into it now.
Yeah.
And I didn't start it just because the new season's on or anything like that. I think I started it because I had access to Amazon Prime again.
Yeah.
And I knew it was on there, and I think I spoke to you a week and a half ago or something.
Yeah, we had a chat about it.
And I thought I need to watch it.
Yeah.
And then I thought, right, I've got some time to myself. I'm going to start. Which also means that I'm probably not going to watch it for the next couple of weeks because I won't be by myself.
Yeah.
And I know Sherry won't want to watch it.
No.
So
it's an acquired taste. This is why I wanted you to watch it, because if you had said, oh, I don't like it, even I knew you would, it would be interesting to hear why you don't like it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm interested to see what people think and why they go, no, I don't actually like it that much.
Yeah, I think the only thing I can think of that would be a reason you wouldn't like it is it's probably just too gross. It's too graphic, or you start off 5 minutes in.
Oh yeah, and then it's disgusting already. Yeah,
and after that point, it's like I sat there, and I've got a pretty strong stomach for stuff like that.
Yeah,
and I sat there and I went, what?
Yeah.
By myself, eyes open, jaws open. I'm like, what has happened here? This is nuts.
Yeah.
And then from that moment, I was hooked. I was like, I need to watch more.
Yeah.
Like, this is insane. Like, how can it be this aggressive already?
This intense. Yeah. But it's weird, because some people might not like the gross thing. But then I'm like, but you've watched 20 seasons of Grey's Anatomy where there's blood, surgeries, people getting amputations.
No, people don't like that either, do they?
Yeah, people giving birth.
Yeah.
And you like that. You don't like The Boys, which is graphic, but then you'll watch some doctor thing maybe, even though they probably won't the same people, but, it's like, it's forced violence graphic though, or medical drama graphic, I guess.
Somehow if it's fictional violence, it seems worse.
Yeah.
Because it becomes more intense.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas realism sometimes isn't as graphic.
Yeah.
It can be, don't get me wrong, like there's some gross stuff out there if you watch any sort of surgery procedure or stuff like that, you even when you see stuff like that on telly and they're masking half of what's going on, you still look at it and go, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
But somehow it's still not as disgusting as what they manage in The Boys.
I've just want people to watch it. I just want everybody to watch it.
Yeah, they should, absolutely they should.
Just not children. All right. Just please do not let your children watch it. 18 or over, all right?
Yeah.
You know.
Yes. So I've watched The Boys.
Yep.
And I've played a little bit of bass guitar. I've started playing guitar again. Oh no, I spoke about this. I've spoken about playing guitar multiple times on the podcast, but to those that don't know or don't realise that I stopped, I did have about a month or so where I couldn't play because I just physically had no time.
Yeah, that's it.
And so I picked up guitar. I've got guitar in the corner there.
I can see it over there. You need to get... I've got some mini stands at home.
I've got some stands downstairs.
Oh, have you?
I just haven't decided what I'm doing yet, so I haven't committed to any of it. But I did pick up the bass guitar as well.
Yes, all the videos.
Yeah, I sent that to you as well, directly, because I thought, bass brother.
Bass brother.
All right, bass brother. Yeah, I saw somebody else playing that bass line, so that's the Girls and Boys by Blur.
Yeah.
I saw somebody else play that, and I thought, that looks really cool. Like, I like that song anyway, and I've never thought to play it. And I've watched somebody else play it, and it looks kind of technical.
Yeah.
A little fiddly. I'm going to give it a go.
Yeah.
And I got into it, and to be honest, it doesn't take long to learn.
No.
It's quite... I don't want to say simple, because some people will pick up the guitar and go like, you said it was simple, but it's not simple because it's fast.
Yeah.
And it is reasonably well tempoed.
Yeah.
But once you sort of get into the rhythm of it, and you get your pinky engaged,
yeah,
the little stretch.
That's the thing. You need to stretch that pinky down.
Just needs to move a little. I need to just get a bit more strength in my pinky again. I think that's
the thing where you don't, if you don't use it all the time.
No, I do try and use it when I play guitar and all sorts, but it doesn't get used as much. So it's the one that quickly loses strength if you don't continuously use it.
When I was in college, I used to use 3, but I used to make sure that my pinky was doing the same as the last finger. Not press it, obviously, because you'd have a dud note then on the string. So it wasn't actually on the string, but I would make it move sort of like that with my hand. So when I did come to use it, say if I was doing a Muse song where I needed the space or I needed the pinky, because it's just thirds and fifths, isn't it? So I'm like that with my little hands. It was already sort of stretched out by the time I got to that song. I can't remember, some lad said about doing that, just to give it a stretch sort of while you're warming up with the song, and then you're more able to use it in the song. I can't remember what his name was. 18 years ago. Jesus,
scary, no?
Yeah, it makes me feel old.
Yeah, it was giving me, because I haven't played bass for some time.
Yeah,
that was giving me a little touch of wrist ache, but I persevered. Like my in that video, my hand is aching.
Yeah, that would be.
And then I decided to record.
Yeah,
thinking, oh man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it all the way through, which is why the video fades just before the chorus.
Yeah, but I mean, if you've been practicing it all day, you do naturally get tired as well, because it's the same. You're not changing it up, are you?
You say all day, maybe about 15-20 minutes.
Takes me a lot longer to learn a song than that.
Oh no, you'd have this done quite quickly.
Oh, would I?
Yeah.
It did look very nice to play in the video.
It is surprisingly really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, recommend it. It's the same riff
the whole way through
in the entire song.
Yeah.
So that's probably why you get a bit of fatigue, because you're not really moving about. You're not changing the shape at all.
Yeah.
You're just doing the same
sort of round.
Yeah, the same movement constantly. But
no, that video was good.
You'll enjoy that.
Yeah, we'll have to have a jam sometime. I was thinking about it today.
We say this all the time, don't we?
I know, but I've just bring my bass live round and have a little go, because but we must mention as well the video you sent me earlier of the bassist.
Oh, Charles Bertrand?
Yeah, Bertrand or something, whatever it is. I can't pronounce it.
He is phenomenal, isn't he?
That sound is haunting.
Yeah.
And how he manipulates the bass. Because I've tried stuff like that. But that was when, do you remember on Knights of Sidonia?
Yeah.
And the breakdown is the bass doing that. And it is sliding the right hand up and down the thing. So you're doing the finger and then like that. Diddly 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 did. And that was my only sort of dive into playing the bass, sort of using it like that.
Yeah.
And when I watched that video, I had to watch it like 5 times.
He did another reel, this Charles. And he did the lick, he did the bit he was playing, and he went, "This isn't as difficult as it looks. Let me break it down." And he goes, "Your left hand only plays 4 notes or something, and you just tap the sound on.
Yes.
And on your right hand, all you're doing is you're muting, slap, and pluck.
Yeah.
And they're playing in between.
Oh, in between the notes, foot coming on and off.
So you could do it probably quite slowly. Boom, 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 boom. And then as you get faster, and it would kind of make sense.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But it's I think the progression of it is probably easy in a breakdown, very slowly.
Yeah.
And bearing in mind he's saying it's easy, but he already knows he's gonna pull here, he's gonna slap here, he's gonna do it in this order.
And then he's gonna strum in between on the third or whatever, because he goes brum 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 sort of thing.
But he's already got the rhythm in his right hand.
Yes.
Set up in his head. He knows what he's doing, so it's easy for him to go, yeah, you're just gonna do this.
Whereas we'd have to learn the
you've got to learn that bit to go in between.
Yeah. No, that was an amazing video. Yeah, just had to mention that as soon as we're talking about guitars, because that is so good.
Well, as soon as I saw it, I thought I'll send it to you. And not to mention, his bass guitar is beautiful.
Oh, with the carbon.
Yeah, it's like a dark blue, isn't it, with this sort of the wooden
outline. Yeah. Oh, how beautiful!
Stunning guitar, and a 4-string as well, even better.
Yeah. We don't need any of this fancy 6-string malarkey.
No. I can't even play 4 strings. Why would I have a 5th one?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we used to have a 5th string.
Yeah,
that was for when we did. I had it when I was in my metal phase.
When you were in your crusty mode.
Well, yeah, long black hair and a lip ring. Yeah, and I did that because all of the songs were in like C or drop D.
Yeah.
So to save time, because I only had two basses at the time, and obviously all the songs are different.
Yeah.
And the guitarists are there tuning up like buggery after every song. And you're like, oh, I can't be asked. So I would just tune the low string cheekily to what I wanted to match most of the songs, and then keep the 4 strings into drop D or something. But maybe I would put the bottom B into C. Yeah. And then I'd be like, right, well, when we do this song, all I've got to do is transpose the 3rd string, because the bottom string is already low C.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I just couldn't be asked. It was quite fun though, because the 5th, even though it was a 5th string, the neck wasn't fat. It was really thin and lightweight guitar. Okay. It was like they had crammed these 5 strings in, and even the body was small. It was like a sort of funky bass.
That's what I think about this one.
It was about the size of that.
The neck on this is so slim.
Yeah, for a bass.
It feels almost weird.
Because Fenders, you feel like you're holding a python. Doesn't it? Like
yoink.
Yoink. And then like some of them, they're not as girthy, are they?
No.
So but I quite like the smaller necks, but I've got small hands, so... Yeah, it's just nicer.
I've got fat fingers now though, so I probably need something a bit wider,
a bit chunkier, a bit more girthy for you. Got something right here for you, lads. Go on. Put your hands down there now.
Right, well, we're going to share a little topic here.
Okay.
Because that's near enough what I've done, but I think we're going to share here because I'm now going to talk about video games.
Yes, let's.
So, let's start with you, because you got yourself a nice little toy.
Yes, I brought an Xbox Series X.
Welcome.
Last week.
To the club.
I did have an Xbox One. Yeah. And I tucked it away because I was all about the Switch. It had Fortnite on it, and I'm Pokemon mad. so I didn't really need anything else. All my mates were like, "Oh, I'm playing Call of Duty," and I'm like, "I can't play Call of Duty. Like, my reflexes are for Pokemon catching, not for shooting people."
You're a trainer.
I'm a trainer, not I'm a master of Pokemon, but not a master of shooting people. I'm not quick enough. All right, I used to be so good.
Yeah.
Used to be so good at Call of Duty. Black Ops 2, I think I prestiged loads.
Yeah.
So there's proof in the pudding that I could do it. But now, I just find it so difficult. And if I die, I don't really want a game where I just die and then I've got to wait.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got an Xbox because the new Space Marine game looks really cool. And it's co-op story.
Yeah.
Which is unheard of, really, at the moment. So, really like that. Got one of those, plugged it in. And we're going to talk about Game Pass.
Yeah, so what I said to you, because you said, "Oh, I've got it, but I haven't got any games yet."
Yeah.
And I said, "Get yourself on Game Pass."
Which I used to have.
Yeah.
But obviously on the Xbox One, things were a little bit different because all of the games that I can now get on Series X obviously weren't on there.
No.
So I loaded up the library, $12.99 for Ultimate, which means you get EA, so I could play Battlefront 2 again with me chums, Jedi Survivor.
Which is what I said to you. I said, get on there, you'll get Jedi Survivor, and you replied with eyes emoji.
Yeah.
So
that's already downloaded. That is downloaded, sir. $12.99, and I couldn't believe what you get. And you can stream games from the cloud instead of wasting space. Now, I'll tell you this, you need a good internet.
Yeah.
My internet is like low, because it's only me in the house that uses it at the moment. So...
Because Nan thinks the internet's the devil.
Yeah, she has no idea. Well, she's got a mobile phone for emergencies. Does she take it with her? No. It stays at home. So if she is in an emergency, where's your phone? It's at home. Right. So actually, when streaming a game, this is what happens. Whenever, a little, like the actual screen changes. If I'm walking around and the screen's moving with me, it doesn't do this, but say it's a cutscene, all it needs is a little quick down wipe buffer. And that's what, every 5-10 minutes?
Yeah.
Like I can play a whole sort of story bit without the game buffering. And that is playing it from the cloud. It's not even downloaded. I'm streaming a 2-3 terabyte game, and I'm streaming it through my crap internet on my TV upstairs, and it's working near perfect. What a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Technology these days. It's crazy.
And if you were to then get yourself a tablet, for example, and you went away somewhere, take your controller with you, pair your controller up to your tablet, you can stream from your Xbox onto the tablet.
Wherever you are?
Yes.
If you've got internet, obviously.
And I think, anything on the Xbox Game Pass, you've got to stream as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah, pretty clever, right?
But I've got a Switch, so I'd probably just take that.
Well, yeah, you've got a Switch, that's fine. When you're at home, you want to play Xbox, it's there. But if you were like in the middle of Jedi Survivor, for example,
and you go to visit me other Nana.
Yeah, you'd be like, do you know what?
I'll take my tablet.
Yeah, I'm going to be there overnight. I'm going to be there for a few days. I'll just take the Xbox. I'll just take the tablet with me, or even your
controller,
even your phone.
Yeah.
You just get the Xbox app. You'd have to look into it. I've only done it a couple of times, but you can then stream and play through your devices.
That is so crazy, but cool at the same time.
This stuff's been around for like years now.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen the adverts on TV, but I just thought it was fake.
It's really nice to bring you up to speed with it, though.
Yeah, the bloke puts his phone into a phone-shaped controller and he's playing games. I thought that was fake. For some reason, I was like, that can't be real. Shall I tell you what I have done on there? So obviously I played a bit of Fortnite because all the boys play Fortnite. Yeah. Because it's just accessible and it's free. So and it's a good way for us to just get into a little squad and have a bit of banter running around.
Yeah, of course.
The difference from the Switch to the Xbox was mind-blowing. Not so much the graphics, because I knew the graphics would be immense compared to the Switch, which obviously can't keep up with what it needs. So that's fine, I don't mind the graphics. What amazed me was the load time.
Oh, I mean, even if you had if you had Fortnite on your old Xbox, the difference in load times would have blown you away.
Yeah, from the Switch. Yeah. So I was blown away by that.
No, I mean between the two Xboxes.
Oh, do you reckon?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
It was probably quite slow then, the old Xbox One, yeah.
I mean, for its time, it wasn't. But I remember I played Borderlands. Played it co-op.
Love Borderlands.
So there was usually 3 or 4 of us. There would be me, somebody up near Oxford, and somebody in America.
Oh, nice. Is this from Discord?
Yeah. So these are people that I know, in inverted commas. At the time, the person in Oxford only had the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, they might have had a PlayStation, but it was the last gen.
Yeah.
Whereas me and the lad in America, we were both on Series X's, so we would then spawn into a level. Bang, we're there, good to go.
But he's still on the loading screen.
10 seconds later,
yeah,
we're still waiting for her to turn up.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden she's there.
Yeah.
But
okay.
And then she upgraded, and now everybody sort of can run around. But I haven't played that together with them for some time now.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would see the difference if you were to go. If you were able to compare them side by side, absolutely does make a difference.
Yeah, and it's crazy because my internet's no better than it was. And my TV's no better.
Yeah, it's not.
It's just the power of the console itself.
It's the console processing quicker.
Yeah, which is great. So, obviously, I had a bit of fun. I've downloaded Jedi Survivor.
Yeah,
that's maybe tomorrow night after our sort of long day that we're going to share, or Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
But then talking about streaming, I streamed a bit of Starfield.
Yeah. Okay, so let's hear about your Starfield, because I have played a bit of it.
I didn't get very far because it was coming on to bedtime.
Yeah.
Because we played Fortnite till about 10:30, which is really late for me, by the way.
And then you started another game, so you must have been really keen for it.
Well, I just wanted to see. It was hype of a new console. Normally I'm asleep by 9:30. All right. So I started Starfield. I did the first mission. And then I think I actually got into the ship. And then you do the sort of ship training.
Yeah.
Which is very good, because I played a lot of No Man's Sky. And that was simple ship controls, whereas this is quite like you need to think about it a bit more.
Yeah.
Which is fine. The thing I want to talk about most is love Bethesda. Normally I try and make some sort of weird and wacky character. Obviously somebody who's not me. In Skyrim I was always an Argonian, which was a dinosaur dude, because I was like, oh, it's a lizard man. How cool is that?
Just so you can swim forever.
Yeah, and breathe underwater and stuff.
Yeah.
And also they look cool. And then like in... Fallout, I try and make them look as 50s and 60s as possible. Do you know what I mean? To be like proper old school. In this, I just made Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nice.
I literally made Obi-Wan, and I called him Obi-Wan, and he's got ginger hair. The beard options were a bit pants, so he's got the massive beard.
Oh, okay.
Shame that. But the other one looks like mine does now. It all sort of curled out.
Right,
He needs a straightener on them. So he's got the big beard. Yeah, ginger flowing hair. Like, I was like, episode 3 Obi-Wan he is. So I called him Obi-Wan. Loved it. And I think what they've done is so good, because this you think when they did Fallout, obviously your menu's on the Pip-Boy.
Yes.
Which I think is genius.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
How everything works.
Immersion's so good.
Into the game. Obviously Skyrim and like Oblivion, it's like opening a book, isn't it? So you open a book and then the menu's sort of in there. Skyrim not so much, but Oblivion definitely was done through a book.
Yeah, it looked like a book, didn't it? Like an old tome.
Yeah, and then obviously Starfield is sort of like, it's almost as if you bring up the watch that matey gives you, and then the screen is the watch, and when you push the controller to what options you want, it's like you're using your finger to direct it on the watch.
Yeah.
I just love it, like interactive stuff like that.
It's just a nice little touch, isn't it?
Yeah. I was told today I've got to play Cyberpunk as well.
Yes, I will second that. Cyberpunk is amazing, and graphically, it'll blow you away. Nothing comes close, as far as I'm aware,
because
to the quality of that game.
You know the studio that made that?
Made The Witcher.
Made Witcher Wild Hunt, which is one of my most favourite games of all time. That isn't Pokemon. Witcher 3 is up there. And if you haven't played it, people, I don't know what you've been doing.
It did get some bad press when it first came out all those years ago.
Oh, Yeah, when it first come out.
Yeah.
But
it's changed a lot, and in fact it's changed so much that I now find it hard to get into because the leveling up system's completely changed. All the things you can learn to do are completely different.
Yes.
So I kind of don't... it's like muscle memory, but I've gone in and everything's wrong.
Yeah.
And I know it's improved. I know it's better now than it was. But I find it difficult for me to break in because I know it from previous. And even I bought it a year after launch and it was much better then.
Yeah.
And you're going to jump in with the next gen update already there. You don't have to think about it. It's all ready, good to go.
Yeah.
It's so good though. So good. I love that game.
Yeah, I can't wait to play that. And everybody loves Mr. Keanu. Yeah. I'm in a game.
And he's a rock star. With a metal arm. Johnny Silverhand.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I will get round to playing these games. Obviously, I've still got Brad's model to paint. I've still got to wait for Space Marine 2. The new Warhammer AOS 4's, the pre-release is this Saturday.
Yeah.
I've ordered a box. So that's even more models I've got to paint. Build, paint, learn a new game system and try and get as many games in this year as I can, ready for my little tournament in September. And I'm like that. Do you know what I'll do? I'll buy an Xbox Series X and take up all of my spare time.
Yeah, it's good though. Like, I think you'll enjoy. You know, you've got some time to yourself now to kind of just get into these things, and you can relax and just.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and play with me mates more.
Yeah,
you know, because it was all right playing Fortnite on the Switch. But it was a bit of a thing because I had to load up the Xbox chat because obviously I've got an account.
Yeah.
So I'd load up the app and plug my earphones in. But I'll be talking on that, which means I've got a lead to my phone, which is on the bed, being tangled up by the dog, while I'm playing Switch, which is slower than everybody else. But now it's just plug my actual headset into the remote.
Yeah.
Press one button, it's loaded, and I'm in the game with them in 5 seconds.
It's great, isn't it?
And I'm like that. Oh, I've been doing it wrong for so long. Like, I tried to be economic, I tried to save money, I tried to do it, but now I've actually gone there.
And now you're thinking, well, I should have spent more money.
I should have probably got a bigger bundle, with a remote charger. Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Just get yourself some rechargeable batteries.
That's what I'm going to do, yeah.
That's what I've got. I've just got a load of rechargeable batteries, and I've got the charging thing on the wall.
And then I
just switch them over. Doesn't take long. And you can plug a USB-C into the top of the controller, and you can just play using it.
That's what I was thinking. I can just, because my phone's USB-C, so I can just plug the phone charger in and just...
Yeah, as long as... It might even play off your...
I can use my phone as a controller,
as the charger for your controller to then go into the Xbox.
Oh, see, yeah.
Or, like, I use my phone charger... because I've got a 3-meter cable for it. I just plug that straight in so I can still be sat on the sofa comfortably.
Yeah.
Plugged in at the wall.
Yeah.
And just continue playing.
Yeah.
If I can't be bothered to get up and change the batteries.
Yeah.
Which does happen. Yeah, that's really, really cool. And I'm really glad you're in there. And we will, at some point, I'm sure we will hook up for some games.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Even if it's Borderlands or something.
Yeah, I'll have to reinstall Borderlands, but there's always more stuff we can play.
There is.
So, I said we're going to share this topic.
Go on then.
Because Xbox Game Pass Ultimate also includes PC games.
Okay.
And here I am, sat with my laptop.
PC. Yeah.
So I've started playing some games.
Tell me what games you've been playing.
I started playing DayZ or DayZ, if people would rather it, which is it's almost a survival game.
Yeah.
So did you ever play like Stalker back in the day?
No.
Okay. Basically, you get dropped. It's all it's online only.
Yeah.
So you have to jump into a server, and there's going to be other people about, and you just get dropped into the middle of, I don't know, an open field.
Yeah.
Next to a forest, next to a small town, whatever. You get minimal supplies. So you get some bandages. I think you get a little drink and an apple, and then you just got to go. And you've got some clothes on, and that's it. And then you've got to go and forage. Like I go and find a bush, and I break down the bush to get a big stick. So then I've got a weapon.
Yeah.
And then you go around, but there's also like zombies about as well.
Oh, okay.
Not everywhere. But if they chase you, they're faster than you, and if they catch you, you've got to know how to fight them because they will kill you quite quickly.
Yeah.
And there's wolves, and they're really not nice, but it's really cool. I jumped in there with a couple of the lads, and they were sort of saying, right, you just do this. I've not played on PC for some time, so I'm like, right, how do I equip this? Oh, you've got to put it in your hand first, to then equip it. And I'm like, okay, this is quite involved. It's also known as Campfire Simulator by people who probably people who aren't quite as into it. But you can just you are literally surviving. You've got to keep your health up. You've got to keep your food up. Your calories.
All of that.
If you start bleeding, like where was that? I chopped down a bush not long after starting in the game. Got the stick from it. Next thing I know, I've got a cut. I'm like, how have I got a cut? What's happened here? So then I've got to bandage myself up already. Because if you don't, you just bleed out.
Even if it's a little cut.
It just continues to bleed because you're not able to sort of do anything with it. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. And then in the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you get EA Play, like you mentioned. So yesterday, I downloaded Command and Conquer.
Oh. Yeah.
Old school Command and Conquer. They re-released it in 2020, and they've given it a bit of a shine.
Yeah, it is good, isn't it?
And it's still really good. Yeah, it's harder than I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just because I'm out of touch with it because I've not played it in like 20 years or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's still so good.
Oh, okay.
You just get your little
lots to do.
Yeah, lots of building, lots of stuff like that, and that's really good. And I haven't played it yet, but I also downloaded Fallout 76.
Love that game.
I've not played it. I've only heard bad things, but I think it's the same as like Cyberpunk when it first came out wasn't great.
Yeah.
And now they've updated enough stuff with it that actually it's good.
It's good. I'm going to be a bit controversial here. Fallout 76, I thought the idea of it and the execution of it was amazing when it first came out. I actually preferred it when it first came out to what it is now.
Oh, really?
Only because of the concept of the story.
Right. And
then they sort of retconned it.
Yeah.
With the DLCs and stuff, which is fine, and I get it, and it's really good now. But yeah, me, Max, and Alex spent forever on there. We completed it. Did like loads of extra stuff, sort of went round together, just beating the big bosses again.
Nice.
And again on the server, obviously there's loads of people there, and sort of when you're at the end game, everybody's rushing around killing these things, and it's good, and there's so much to do. Even though it's a server map, every little thing you can investigate. Like you just stumbling around a random bit of the map and you're like, oh, I've just come out of the big city, there's a little fishing hut down there that's not destroyed. Suddenly you're wrapped up in this story where these people were like taken somewhere and you're going to go and find them, and then a robot so good. And I'll tell you what, because it's not like that anymore, I'll tell you what it was like when it first dropped, because you won't have that experience now.
Yeah.
Alright. Because there's human NPCs in it, essentially. So the first main idea of it was, in Appalachia, where you are, the people in the Vault 76, there was another vault in the same area, but I think something had happened to it. You are the only human beings in that area.
Right.
So when you leave, it's not like the Fallout TV show where there's humans bloody everywhere.
Yeah.
There are no humans. Nothing. Only robots and animals. So when you come out of the vault for the first time, there's nobody there to greet you. It's just Mr. Handsworth, whatever his name is.
Mr. Handy, yeah.
Mr. Handy going, congratulations, take a hat. And then you're walking around with your hat on. But because you're on a server with your friends, you can all dress up and emote and do stuff.
Yeah.
So that side of it's really cool. Anyway, I loved it because when you got down to the first town, there's still no people.
Right.
The shop vendors are robots, but you had to find out what happened due to the little logs. They were everywhere, and you picked them up, put them in your Pip-Boy, and you'd listen to the story evolve around you.
Yeah.
But what I think happened was, because people sort of come out of the vault, ran down, did a couple of fighting, because they had like mini raids. It was like, oh, something's happening in this area. If you survive the waves of swamp rats or whatever they were,
yeah,
you know, you get a special bit of armor. But so people sort of ran past all of the embedded lore that was hidden around, and you sort of figure out that, oh, people were here, but they've gone. Why?
Yeah,
because there were humans, but now there's none there. So when you left the vault, there's no humans there, and it was so empty and dead. And if you didn't run into somebody else on your server, a real human being playing the game, you wouldn't see anybody else. But I really liked it.
Yeah.
Because if you were on your own in the wilderness,
well, that's kind of what this DayZ's like.
Yeah, nobody else there.
There are people in this map, but this map's huge.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily you might not see anybody for ages.
Yeah. This is it.
And you'll see an occasional zombie,
yeah.
But you're just going through like house to house, building to building, looking for any sort of supply you can, and they're rare to find anything.
Yeah.
I haven't even found a gun yet. The best I got was I got a baseball bat once, and I got a bit of iron pipe, and some raincoats.
And that was it.
And that's about it. But I'm enjoying it. I've got to spend a bit more time with it, but it's really.
I think you'll like Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing. You got to keep your water up, your food up, your rads down. You know, the building element is good because it's kind of free, but also snapping.
Yeah.
So you know there are snapping elements of it. I love the customization of your character, and yeah, I. It's a shame they haven't released 2 versions. You know, like pre-update whatever.
Yeah, shame you can't get hold of the older version.
Yeah, or maybe you could turn off the Brotherhood of Steel injection that they did.
Yeah.
You know, turn that off so you sort of can experience it for a little while without these human NPCs, and then you go, right, well, I've done enough now. I kind of want to see some human settlements. I'll turn on that update. And then it sort of updates it and brings it all in for you. Yeah, it's really good. Playing with mates is good because you can share bases next to each other, and then like you can go off and do missions. And because you're in a party, you party up, so you're not just running around separately. You can also join. So when you do missions, you actually do them together and get the points.
Unless your name's Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, and there is somebody who's normally called that on at least every server.
Yeah.
And you're just going, oh, there he goes, and he's like in his power armor running round on the server going. Yeah, loved 76. Absolutely loved it. If you do get into it, let me, Max, and Alex know.
Yeah,
because that might be the little revitalization.
Well, I can get it on the. So this thing, I've got it on the laptop now.
But you can also get it down there. Then.
But I can get it on the Xbox as well.
Yeah.
The reason I got it on the laptop is because the lad who wanted to play, he said, "Oh, can you do cross-platform?" He didn't have an Xbox. He's only on the computer.
Yeah.
And I looked it up and I was like, "No, you can't. It's."
If you're on the Xbox, it's Xbox only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that probably means that even if I made a character on the PC one and did whatever progression, I couldn't then carry it.
I'm not sure if Bethesda have got a server save. I can't remember. It's been too long since I've played it. I'm not too sure if it carries over.
I'd need to look into it, but he's a massive Fallout fan as well. He said he was just obsessed with it.
Yeah, that's good though.
Which, I can sympathise with that.
Yeah, especially after the show and all the rest of it, yeah. Yes, lots of good game talk here.
Yeah, we don't actually do much video game talk, do we? Because, well, we're
busy.
You don't really play it because you've got your Switch and you play Pokemon and that's it.
That's it, Pokemon. I did finish the Pokemon epilogue, though, because I was anticipating the Xbox to get to me on Wednesday.
Right.
But obviously it came Saturday in the afternoon. So I think Thursday, Friday, I loaded up Pokemon. I was like, right, there's a little epilogue of story here that I downloaded. I'm going to do it now. Because if I don't, it's going to be one of those things in my head which is like, you're having a real nice time on the Xbox, but remember that little DLC you got for Pokemon?
You remember that thing you love?
Yeah. Can you go and finish that right now? So I managed to do that. And I actually enjoyed going back to Pokemon a little bit. It's the same game. but I've still got a few things to do. But it's always nice to have a big break and then sort of go back and go, I'll have a quick flourish on it. So that's great. Did that, so now I can just sort of enjoy the Xbox, and Brad's model looking at me saying, you have painted some of me, now hurry up and do the rest.
Yeah, you did send some pictures through the other day.
Yeah,
it looks really good.
He's definitely getting there, and I actually got the stickers come through today.
Oh yeah, fancy Star Wars stickers.
They're a bit bigger than I wanted them to be.
Oh.
So here's me plan. I'm gonna use me hobby knife. I've got to measure the shoulder panel, because it's got some filigree in the middle. So I thought they were just big blank shoulder guards like the smaller knights are, but these ones actually have some sort of design on.
Yeah,
I reckon I'm gonna say I've got the sticker. I'm gonna have to cut out bits of the sticker to match the thing.
Oh, to make it fit,
and then stick them in. So the picture will be broken, but it will look like somebody's maybe spray canned it onto this thing. And the Darth Vader one I got's pretty cool, and I've got one for you.
Oh really?
I've got one sent for you to, I don't know, put somewhere, I don't know, but it's a nice one.
Oh nice.
Yeah, I can't use it on the night because it's too colourful. Yeah, but I forgot to bring it, but nice to see you.
I'm looking forward to seeing this.
It's just a little sticker, but maybe smart thinking.
Yeah, there might be a little space on the box there.
Yeah, that'd be nice on there. Yeah. So that's my idea of that. I got me special decals through as well. So I finished one leg, Brad, and I've nearly finished like the middle bit, and then it's just the top, which is paining me, and then the weapons, which are paining me. But I'm slowly getting there. Yeah, and hopefully when he gives me a little bit, that'll put some money back in the pot for me from the thing. Maybe it'll help me get towards a new TV.
We had a lot of discussion about that.
Yeah, need a 4K now, I think.
Look, you're a big boy now.
Yeah,
you've got big boy consoles.
Yeah,
so you need big boy TV.
Big boy TV. Yeah. I never even had, when I moved back into Nan's. I didn't even have a TV.
No,
I only got a TV because of reasons. Because at first I was like, I really didn't watch TV. I didn't watch TV. Also, I only had the Switch, which I'll just play handheld.
Yeah.
Or pop it up on the side and use the little controller and have it like that, squinting at it. But now I've got a TV and I've got Xbox. I'm like, I bought this TV. I think it was 115 quid. It is basic bitch.
Yeah, but that has
did the job.
That's served a purpose, hasn't it?
Yeah, it did.
And that's not a lot of money.
No.
And now you can get a 4K TV
for nearly just over double the price.
Yeah, you won't spend that much. You could probably get a TV that's not even the same price as the Xbox.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
So that's something.
Yeah, gonna upgrade a little bit and then go. So when I play stuff like Hogwarts Legacy as well.
Oh yeah.
Because my dad played that on the Xbox One.
It's good.
And I was like, I'm gonna play it. Max got it. He got it as a bundle.
Yeah.
So the story about Max is, so I posted in our little Fortnite group chat, because I've got like 20 group chats on the go. And I sent a little picture being like, yep, ordered an Xbox, I've had enough of this. I need Space Marine 2, and I'm fed up of waiting in the lobby where you lot already in the game.
They finished and you just started.
Yeah,
guys,
just come in. Oh, the battle bus has booted me out. Oh, great. And then the next day, Max rings me and he's like, I've just been to town. This is all your fault. I've gone to game and brought an Xbox. Because he was the same. He only had an Xbox One and then a Switch.
Yeah.
And now he's got a Series X as well. And I was like, excellent. Yeah, so that's all good. Yeah. Lots of money has been spent these last couple of things.
But I think you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be happy it's there.
Oh yeah, it's lovely. I've had a good tidy up. It actually gave me the push as well to move some junk off of my sides.
Yeah.
Because my room's quite pokey, so I needed to take some stuff off, and I've removed some stuff around, had a good dust, and now it's like that, and the Switch is underneath the TV on its wall mount, sort of looking pretty. So yeah, it's been good all round. A good little week for me.
Nice. Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, considering what happened, at the start of the week, it's the end of the week. Sort of, especially the Xbox getting there early, and
you've had a little uptick in in mood.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Although my internet's so slow, downloading Jedi Survivor, I think it took from 4 p.m. to 7 a.m. the next day. So I just had it on overnight, obviously on sleep download.
Yeah.
So the console doesn't actually turn off when you turn it off.
Yeah, because there's two modes to it. You can either have it in sort of sleep, or you can have it off.
Yeah. So I put it in the mode where it still automatically downloads overnight.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, I turn the plug off, which I tend to do sometimes to try and be eco. So it took all night to download it. But I'm all right with that. Because I work early shifts, if I set it the night before to download stuff, when I get home the next day, it's going to be there.
It's going to be there, yeah. You just got to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's anything which is kind of somehow disappointing, because you go, right, I fancy playing this game. Well, I haven't got time to go to the shop. I can't be bothered to wait for it to turn up if I order it.
Yeah, and I think, it's on the Game Pass for free.
And then you download it and you go, right, I'm ready to play. And then you look and you go, 10 hours remaining.
Yeah, but this is where if you really want to play it there and then, stream it.
Yeah, you could stream it.
And if you want to download it when you go to bed, then you go, I'm really enjoying it at the moment, I'll download it.
Yeah, that's good. I never think to stream it, and I really should, because I know my internet connection is sturdy enough for that. And
your box is downstairs next to the actual Xbox, isn't it?
What, the router?
Yeah.
No, it's by front door.
Oh yeah, like my brother's is.
Yeah. It's still strong. My download's about 250 meg.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, mine's obviously.
That's how I was able to download Fallout 76, DayZ, and Command and Conquer. And I think all in, I probably managed to download all three of those in under an hour.
Fallout 76 took you less than an hour.
It's 120. It's 121 gigabytes.
Yeah, but that's because it's mostly server work, isn't it? So most of the stuff's coming down from the server. You've just got the base.
So I've got 121 gigabytes of Fallout 76 data downloaded, and I think it probably took me under half an hour.
That's not bad. That's really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's.
I miss when they did the beta release for that, because I played the beta.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss those days. We were all so excited for it, running around with my little wooden bat, smacking up rats. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I've not really done anything else. One thing about the podcast I'll mention, the reels I do.
Yes.
On the Saturdays, I'm going to now put the weekly uploads on.
Okay.
I'm not going to do a specific reel for Saturdays, because not one of them gets a like, and the views are less than on a Wednesday. Wednesday I'll do a post/reel.
It's a little known secret that the weekends are actually pretty dead time for social media, even though you think nobody's at work.
Yeah, they should be scrolling.
Yeah, it's the opposite. People are busy doing stuff, so they don't sit around looking at their phone.
Yeah.
I think people use it more when they're bored, and if you're on a work day, you're probably bored in the day. You get home and you kind of like, had enough of the day. I'll just sit and look at my phone.
Or scroll the memes for half an hour.
Yeah.
My brain cells. Yeah.
So yes, it might be worth. Anyway, this is a little production meeting that we're having on here.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention it because it's strange how it works. But yeah, so on Saturdays now, it's just going to be the weekly uploads, and maybe if we have any info to pop out, maybe do that. But then the Wednesdays, I'll still do like a funny post or something or other. It's like the Palpatine one I did. Nobody. Which is a shame, but then I think maybe it's a quiet time at the moment. The weather's been nice, people are out and about.
I mean, we say it's been nice, as it's been miserable for the last week.
Yeah, where we are it's miserable, but everywhere else has been quite nice, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just my little idea. And I bet somebody now will go, I think your Saturday reels were the best ones. And I'll go, you would bloody say that, wouldn't you?
Well, you'd have to see them on a Wednesday or...
Yeah, just scroll back. But here's another good news about the podcast. So I obviously put the reels for the new episodes and stuff into highlights. On my actual profile, we've done so many episodes and stories that my highlights for the What If Qui-Gon Didn't Die is full up. How cool is that? There's over 100 stories in my highlights on my personal page.
I mean, we've we have recorded quite a few episodes.
Yeah.
So
all of the memes and the stories and all the other bits. But so I filled that up. What a little achievement that is. When it said this morning on my way to work, I was like, how cool is that? And then it said the fateful, you either have to put this one in, but we take it from the back end.
Oh, okay, so one drops off.
Yeah, like the very first one we ever did.
Like when you try and learn new names, but you can't because Pokemon's filled up the rest of your space.
Yes, that's it. I need to get rid of other people's names.
Yeah.
Not Pokemon. So I might have to do a second highlight. But how cool is that? We've done enough episodes. We've been smashing through it this year. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's been so good, and we're not lacking for source material just yet.
Not yet.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you one last thing, because I think we're going to end in a minute.
Yeah.
This morning, I mentioned the film Space Jam because I said the quote, "Lemony fresh." Who says that?
What, in Space Jam?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember.
It's Tasmanian Devil.
He
cleans the floor of the basketball court and he goes, lemony fresh.
I didn't even know he could talk.
He has some sort of weird lemony fresh.
Exactly.
He does speak. I turned round and where I was stood at work, there was somebody who was 50. He didn't have a clue what I was on about.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them were youngins. And I goes, Space Jam people. Space Jam, and they all looked at me as if I was talking a different language. Why has nobody seen the original Space Jam? Haven't seen the new one, don't want to watch it. Garbage. The OG Michael Jordan Space Jam was peak hilarity.
I've watched that Space Jam a couple of times. I watched it maybe 3 or 4 years ago because I showed the kids.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it, but I couldn't quote it.
No, well, it's just me. My brain's lemony fresh. Nobody. They just made me feel really old. Apart from the 50-year-old who didn't know what I was on about, all the others just looked at me and I was like, oh, God, how old am I? Like, seriously, I was like, I had that on VCR. And one of them even looked at me and went, what's that? What's VCR? Is that the old thing? And I was like, oh, my God. This kid doesn't even know, like, he probably isn't even that clued up on DVD. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, we're old. And
bring back videos. Like, honestly, where's me little Walkman with the tape in it? Aqua, Barbie doll, on repeat. And when it started to not rewind properly, you'd get your biro and do it. Come on, people.
Yeah.
See, if there was a Fallout, like, that's what we'd have to go back to. Yeah, we'd
go back to that if it hadn't all burnt up because, that tape is probably fairly flammable. Yeah,
Fallout and over. And there's just me and you, like, with respirators on, listening to, FL65 on me tapes.
Oh, no, please no.
That's all I've got. Anyway, little minor rant over.
Right, well, let's, as we like to leave on good news.
Yeah.
Let's leave it there.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Good to talk to you.
Yes, pleasure talking to you as always. Right, look after yourself.
Be good.
And stay out of the sand.